Well, thank you very much. Always a pleasure to be with you on Republic. Now, we all know that America was responsible for the downfall of Bashar al-Assad, the previous president legitimately elected. He overstayed his welcome. There's no doubt about that. But he was legitimate. He was legal. And then this joker who led the movement against the Syrian regime, and he was himself an Al Qaeda and an IS member. This joker then was installed as president, and Donald Trump went to him and said, "Buddy, you look so smart in a suit. You are no longer a terrorist. Now you're my darling. You're such a good-looking guy. You can do what you feel like." And I love good-looking guys. I myself used to be very good-looking. Now he's ugly as hell. So what is happening now is it shows to you that Al-Jolani or Al-Shara, whatever they have named this joker, he is incapable of controlling his former comrades. They say, look, what has happened is that you've got recognition, you've got the money, excuse me a moment, you've been honored by the Americans, you'll be invited, you'll be lioness. What about us? We were your foot soldiers. We've been ignored, we are being slaughtered, we are involved in fighting remnants of the previous regime. We are dying while you're sitting in the palace, traveling across the world and being lionized and feted. So that was the first thing. Now, Trump has vowed retaliation. Retaliation against whom? At the same time, he has also said that Al-Shara Jolani, the self-styled president, is also very upset. What does that mean? He doesn't have the strength to do anything. So Trump is trying to say it's not Jolani's fault. It's the fault of these unguided missiles who used to be his comrades once upon a time. The fact is that Syria is falling apart and Trump can do nothing about it. He's not going to get yet another claim to the Nobel Peace Prize by saying, "Oh, I brought peace to Syria," because that has not happened. There's conflict going on everywhere. The Kurds are active, the Iraqis are active, the Syrians are active, the Russians are active. The Americans we all know about, the Europeans are messing around. So there's not going to be peace in a long time yet. Al Qaeda hasn't been destroyed, ISIS or IS has not been decimated. They are still there. Trump can do what he wants. Who is he going to bomb in Syria? He doesn't even know that. If he had known, if his intelligence was good, these fellows would not have died. So simply by sucking up to the turned Democrat, he's not going to get very much. My own feeling is that he's not going, President Trump is going to scream and yell and shout. He's not going to be able to do anything except bomb the areas where these two soldiers were killed. And of course, he's described them as great American patriots, etc. And what on earth are they doing in Syria? Get the hell out of there. If that happens, you won't lose soldiers. So the bottom line is that he's going to bomb a few so-called strongholds. The docile American media will say, "Oh, our intelligence identified the chaps who were responsible, although the attacker was shot and killed, a lone attacker, but we figured out who his friends and buddies are, and we've eliminated them all." Arrant nonsense. If their intelligence was so good, they could have prevented the massacre that took place. So, if you are uh, putting your troops in other lands, be prepared that they will get killed. I mean, so many of them got killed in Vietnam, they've got killed in Afghanistan, they've got killed in Yemen, they've got killed all over the place. That is par for the course. If you're sending your troops there, they're going to die. He hasn't sent any troops to his once upon a time darling, a chap in Ukraine called Beginsky or Zelensky or something like that, because he doesn't want to lose any troops. He knows that if they go in there into uh, Ukraine, they are going to get slaughtered by the Russians. So he's very quiet about boots on the ground there, but he's put boots on the ground in Syria. Now he's paying the price. My advice to him, if of course nobody's going to listen to me, would be that leave Syria and get out of there. Why are you so worried? Let the Israelis handle it, let the Turks handle it. You have, today this guy is, yesterday the guy was a terrorist, today he's your darling, tomorrow he'll be a terrorist again. One thing about Donald Trump, he's predictably unpredictable, he's mercurial. Changes his opinion, I think, every 44 seconds. That's what somebody has assessed. So let's see what is going to happen, but there will be no retaliation. Who is he going to retaliate against? An unknown enemy? I don't know. I think he will just bomb some areas and then claim that he has killed all the IS characters. But yes, he will dump this character. He'll find somebody else. Just as in Jihadistan, my feeling is that he's going to dump that Pinjrewali Munia, Munni Bai, a so-called fool marshal, and then he'll find somebody else. To beat Trump's, as somebody had once said, To be Trump's enemy is dangerous. To be his friend is fatal.